Darcy, I just blew my nose on screen. I hope you didn't see that.
I did not. I was just signing in.
Hey, Andrea. Okay, well, let's start. I was going to do this outside, but it's a little rainy and cold, so I'm in my room. So it's like not the best thing in the world, but we have this technology, which is so wonderful. So wherever you are, get your mat out, get some water, and we'll start seated. Are there any requests? Anything you all really want to do today?
No, I have not participated in your particular class before, so I'm excited to just have a different experience with a different instructor.
Okay, cool, great. Yeah, and everything is always optional. Everything is always, take it or leave it, really. When I take classes, I do what the instructor says, but then there's times where I also just do my own thing. So please know that that's always an option. Okay, we'll start in a seat, however that looks for you. It also could be lying down on your side, in child's pose. Feel free to let the eyes fall closed. And I thought we'll draw a card from the Goddess Oracle cards, and we'll let this goddess sort of guide us through our practice today. So we'll just shuffle the cards and see what we get. Ooh, Kali, endings and beginnings. This is very interesting. The old must be released so that the new can enter. If we want to learn a little bit more about Kali, let me just refer to my book. Okay. Message from Kali. I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never-ending celebration of life itself. Join this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weavings of the story of your life. Do not fear what appears to be a change or loss. It is only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you are alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. Ooh, various meanings of this card. Your current changes are for the best. Keep your thoughts positive as they are very powerful. What appears to be a loss is really the beginning of a happy new phase. Let the past go. It's time to move on. That might resonate with you or not. I find it pretty cool that we drew Kali because this is really a time of endings and beginnings, I think, for the entire world. We're really having to allow this, what seems to be chaotic and unorganized nature, we're having to accept that into our lives and use this time of strong emotions as evidence that we are alive. It's an opportunity to use our wisdom that we've cultivated through yoga and other practices to keep these positive thoughts so that we may move forward into the new and the unknown, which can be or can feel unsettling. However, it is a time that is ripe for creativity and change and transition. Before we start moving, I just want you to take some deep breaths in and out. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One more time. All right. Just find a stretch, lift the arms overhead. And then here, really just do movement that speaks to you, right? So for me, some side stretching is feeling nice. Maybe interlacing the fingers, looking up, feeling some of those cracks and pops. I like to spread my arms wide, sort of holding it all in, looking to the left. And looking to the right. Like to roll the head out. You can roll the head out. Any range of motion. Sometimes a half circle will serve you better than the full circle. Rolling the head, come back through center. Lift your arms overhead. Scoot back a little bit. Bend your right elbow. I'll mirror you. So bend your right elbow and then grab that elbow with your opposite hand. Sit up nice and tall. Press the elbow into the hand. Press the hand into the elbow. Then with your left arm, bring it out to a T. Turn your thumb down. Feel that internal rotation of the shoulder. And then reach to the small of your back. Reach to the mid of your back. If your hands clasp, cool. And start to breathe slowly and deeply here. Inhale, release. We'll reach both of the arms up. Exhale, let the shoulders just come down. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms into goddess arms or cactus arms. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the palms, the forearms, the elbows together and round your back like in cat pose. I'll turn to this side, rounding the back. Inhale, opening up. The arms are at goddess. You can lift up through the chest, back bend, and then exhale, coming in. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do one more. All right, inhale, open the arms to goddess. And then exhale, just let your arms fall down. Feel the shoulders relax. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bend your left elbow. Grab the left elbow with the right hand. Press the hand into the elbow into the hand. You stay there and breathe. I'm going to turn off all the things on my computer that make beeping noises, so you don't have to hear that. Okay, all the beeps are gone. And then bring the right arm out to a T. The thumb turns down. You feel this internal rotation of the shoulder, and then reach again to the small of your back, the mid of your back. Sometimes there's the tendency here for this to happen, okay? But I want you to try to sit up tall, push the head back. Maybe it presses into the arm, maybe not. But you feel this nice long spine. Take one more breath. If you're sitting cross-legged, let's switch up the cross of the legs. All right, inhale, release the arms. Exhale, just let the arms fall down. Okay, one more thing in our seated pose. Inhale, reach the arms to a T. Exhale, bring the right arm under the left. Okay, and then you can hug yourself. Backs of the hands can touch, or the palms can touch in eagle arms. So if you're hugging yourself, let the hands pull the shoulders down gently. If you have some variation of eagle arms, lift the elbows and then push the hands away from you to stretch through the shoulders, the back of the shoulders. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, curl in. Inhale, sitting up, lifting back bend. Exhale, curl in. One more here, inhale. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach the arms out to a T. Open up and hold everything. Exhale, bring the left arm under the right. Hug yourself. Backs of the hands or the palms touch. Inhale here. And then exhale, curl in. Inhale, lifting up. Gaze can go up or forward. Exhale, curling in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here, exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. So before you move on, if you'd like to set any intention or keep some sort of guiding principle in mind as we move through our practice, cultivate that now here. It could be Kali, beginnings and endings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Okay, we'll come to standing at the top of our mat. Just make sure that your feet are hips width distance apart. So you can take 2 fists, you can bend your knees and sort of measure about 2 fists in between the feet. Notice that the feet point straight forward. Many of us turn our feet in or out. And it may feel strange at first, but really set up your foundation here because everything comes up through the feet. Pull the navel in slightly. If you want to engage the pelvic floor, you can pull the pelvic floor up and in slightly. We'll bring our arms to our sides, feel the shoulders drop back, and feel the head sit firmly on top of the shoulders. So again, we just want to make sure throughout our practice we're not doing this with our head. We're not doing this, right? So just head on the shoulders. As you inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring your left arm back, your right arm forward in a twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, your right arm back, your left arm forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, same twist, but bend the knees in a chair squat. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. We'll do that 2 more times each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press through the feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Really bend the knees here. Let the low back go. So here in forward fold, rock a little bit more weight forward. Feel how the hips stack over the ankles and then really press through the feet. And feel how here, if you really engage through the backs of the thighs, the hamstrings, and the glutes, you'll feel this kind of opening and spreading to open up through the backs of the legs and the low back. So really press through the feet and then try to like spread your butt cheeks apart. I know it's weird. And then let the head go. Nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Bring your right palm to the floor. I like to use a block here. I don't have a block, so I'm going to use this book, Thought and Knowledge, a critical thinking book. Bring your right hand to the floor. Bend your right knee. Inhale, twist open. And then exhale, take that arm that's lifted and wrap it behind you if you'd like. Breathing deeply. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, release into forward fold. Bring your left hand down, bend your left knee. Excuse me, inhale, twist open. Exhale, you can wrap the arm. And again, notice here if you're really pushing a lot of weight back, try to find even weight through the feet. Engaging through the feet, lifting through the inner arch and the outer arch. Inhale, you can reach the right arm high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. The hands come to the shins or even the thighs here, elbows back. And then exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose. So here in plank, knees, always an option. Just maybe we all know how to do this, but I always like a little refresher. If you're on your knees, notice you're not dropping the hips. You're not arching the back, right? A strong flat back. If you're in full plank, same thing. You're not dropping the hips, okay? You're pulling up through the belly, the low ab muscles, and you're really pressing into this L of your hand and the fingers of the hand. This center part of the hand is like a suction cup in plank. It's lifting you up. Maybe rock forward and back a few times in plank. Notice what that feels like. Okay, from here, inhale, you rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. You can do knees, chest, chin. This is funny. And then here, make sure your legs are hips width distance. Okay, so the hips, the knees, the ankles are in one line. They're about 6 inches apart. The palms are underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, draw the palms back energetically, lift. Exhale, come down, and you're pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, come down. Okay, we're going to try that again slightly different. Bring your arms out so that the elbows stack over the wrists. So if you can see my arms, they kind of look like a W right now. Press into your fingertips. Inhale, push, push, push. Lift up, shoulders back. Exhale, come down to any amount. Inhale, lift, press into the tops of the feet. Legs are strong. Exhale, come down. One more time. Bring the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale to all fours. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths in down dog. Bend your knees, find movement here. With your right hand, imagine you're twisting the lid off a jar. So the right hand is energetically twisting clockwise, and you'll see your right elbow turn back. And this shoulder is going out. Then with the left hand, you're twisting the lid off the jar counterclockwise. Well, I guess with the right hand, you're twisting it on, the left hand off. But same thing, your elbow is going to rotate counterclockwise. And then feel, so this is all to support your shoulders in down dog. You'll feel your arms kind of plug into their sockets. So really strong through the arms and the chest. If that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. Just play with it and see what you can make of it. All right, as you inhale, lift off the heels. As you exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop forward into fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. And sink down into chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist to the right, sink into chair. This time, inhale, rise. Exhale, your left arm underneath your right. Find your eagle arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, sink down into chair. Bring all the weight into your right foot. Inhale, slowly start to float your left knee. And then exhale the left thigh over the right into eagle. Exhale, sink down deeper. Bring the weight into your right heel. Okay, hold here. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to work on this flow here. So as you inhale, you're going to rise to stand and float your left knee. Exhale, extend the leg long. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, come into warrior three. The left leg back, the arms out long in front of you. Take one more breath here. Inhale, rise, float the left knee, arms overhead. Exhale, you come back into eagle. Breath in. Exhale, sink down. Okay, inhale, arms overhead, float the left knee. Exhale, hands to your heart. Float the left leg back and land in lunge. Okay, here in lunge, you can come down to the left knee or you can stay lifted. It's your choice. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open up warrior two. Take a moment here in warrior two. Notice the back foot, it turns slightly in. Notice the right knee. The right knee is over the right ankle. The shoulders are over the hips. Arms to a T. Look at your back arm. Look at your front arm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Hold here in extended side angle. The top arm is nice and straight and strong. So you can go straight up 180 degrees, or you can begin to reach towards the front of the room, rolling the top shoulder back, opening up through the chest. One more breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step back into plank or plank on the knees. Take a full breath here. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. It's your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. If you're in up dog, just the tops of the feet on the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Up dog and cobra, so good for the front of the hips. Because we sit so much, all of the fascia across the front of the hips gets so tight. Over time, it really can limit your movement. So cobra and up dog, 2 of the most important poses. I stopped doing yoga for like 2 years after I left St. Louis, 1.5 years. And now I'm coming back to it. And all of the fancy hard poses I used to really care a lot about, I don't know, they're not so important to me anymore. Because some of these really simple poses can just help us live longer, more joyful lives. Inhale, lift off your heels, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Come forward into fold. Big open mouth exhale. Notice the temperature of the body. You may be hot, you may be sweating. Big breath in. Exhale, the old must be released so that the new can enter. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise to stand, push through the feet, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, sink into that chair. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down. Just check in with your posture for a moment. Feet or hips with distance. Inhale, arms overhead. We're going to find the flow on the other side. Exhale, the right arm under the left. Sink into that chair. Hug yourself or find your variation of eagle arms. All the weight is in the left foot. Inhale, slowly float the right knee. Exhale, right thigh over the left. Sink down into eagle. Your knees will want to go off to the left, bring them through center. Sink back, sit down into the left heel. All right, as you inhale, rise to stand, float the right leg. Exhale, extend it out long. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, float it back. Warrior 3. We'll take 3 breaths here. Please feel free to bring the right foot down to the floor. In your warrior 3, feel free to bring hands to heart center or maybe behind your back. Whatever works for you. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, come back into eagle. Take a breath. Inhale, arms overhead, right knee floats. Exhale, back into lunge. So when I land, I'm leaning forward and then I come upright. Take a breath in. Remember, you can be down on the knee. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms overhead. Lift off that knee if you're down. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Take some time to check in with your shoulders and your hips. Okay, a lot of times we do this in the pose. Bring the hips and the shoulders in line. Arms are long, look over that back arm. Look over the front arm. Inhale, hinging forward. You can let this right hip roll forward and down. Exhale, extended side angle. Change my camera, breathing deeply. So again, there's that arm. And see this length here and the length here. It's really easy to crunch in here to roll the shoulder down. Lifting up. One more breath. Woo. Inhale, reverse. Press, press, press through the feet. Long left side body. Exhale, cartwheel, hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Okay, here, holding plank or child's pose. We're going to learn a little bit more about Kali, holding plank or child's pose. So Kali is the ultra-powerful Hindu goddess. She is feared by those who don't understand the natural cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Kali is the embodiment of Mother Nature. And this is why she can look so beautiful and so kind and so soft. And she can also look fierce, quite scary. Who cleanses away the old with natural storms and fires to make the ground fertile for new crops in life. Kali is the ultimate get things done goddess, and she's a powerful ally to those who call upon her. Like a wise stage mother, she'll push you beyond your comfort zone to reach the heights of your potential. If you're in child's pose, come into plank on or off the knees. As you inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. If you're lowering halfway, elbows in line with shoulders. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Open up through the front line of the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths in dog. If you'd like to find some movement, feel free. We're going to open the hips in a moment. Smoothie break. All right, when I open the hips in dogs, I like to do it this way, so you can try it if you'd like. Take your left foot and bring it towards the very center of your mat. Then inhale the right leg high. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up through the hip. Notice how all that weight probably came into your left hand. Roll the right shoulder down and even the weight through the hands. Take a breath in. I have to bend my knee a lot in my standing leg. Exhale, hold, opening up through the right hip, one more breath. Inhale, the leg comes high. Exhale, bring the right foot down. Now step your right foot to the very center of the mat. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. So just let the weight of your left heel fall towards your butt. Roll the left shoulder down. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift off the heels, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, keep looking forward, step through into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Notice the back is long. Hold here for a moment. Imagine someone is pulling your tailbone to the back of the room and pulling your hair to the front of the room, and they're stretching you long. 1 more breath here. Shoulders draw back and release, forward fold. Let the head hang low. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, we'll go through that flow 1 more time on each side. We'll add half moon, and then we'll cool it down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Bend the knees, sink into chair. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, sink into chair, the left arm underneath the right. Find your eagle arms, bring all the weight into the right foot. Inhale, float the left knee. Exhale, come into eagle. Inhale, arms overhead, float the left knee. Exhale, extend the leg long. Inhale, breathe in. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, warrior 3. Hold here 3 breaths. Roll this left hip down. Lift up through the left buttock, the left hamstring. Okay, inhale, rise to stand, floating the left knee. Exhale, come into eagle, the left arm underneath the right. Take a breath here. Push the hands away from the face. Inhale, rise, arms overhead, left knee floats. Exhale, take it back into lunge, leaning forward. And then inhale, rise, high lunge or lunge on the knee. Exhale, hold. Take a breath in. Exhale, open up into warrior 2. Take a breath here. Oops, I put it on the wrong side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. So from here is where we'll move into half moon. Bring your top hand to your hip. Look down at the floor. As you inhale, bring the hand to the floor. And then as you exhale, float that back leg. You might have to hop. You might fall. It's all good. Your top hip, roll it open. If you can, look at your back leg and make sure the hip, the knee, and the ankle are in one line. Maybe you reach your arm high, your left arm high. Maybe both hands are on the floor. That's great too. Take 1 more breath here. As you inhale, bring the left hand to the left hip. Slowly start to close the hip and exhale, land back in lunge with your right hand on the floor. Inhale, reverse warrior, you come all the way up and back. Exhale, cartwheel, hands to the floor. Woo, step back into plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Shoulders drop back. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 full breaths here. Feel free to find open mouth exhale. Inhale, lift off the heels, see the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, or float through into forward fold. Inhale, halfway, long spine. Exhale, bow in. Activate the backs of the thighs. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, sink into chair. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. The right arm comes underneath the left, eagle arms. Bring all the weight into the right foot. Hold on, let me think. Bring all the weight into the left foot, excuse me. Inhale, float the right knee. Exhale, sink into eagle. So the right thigh is over the left. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, float the right knee. Arms overhead. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Take a breath in. Exhale, back into warrior three. So just a capital T with the body, 3 breaths. Pull up through the belly, pull up through the chest, pull up through the undersides of the arms. So your tris, think about lifting your triceps up into your biceps. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise. Knee floats, arms overhead. Exhale, back into eagle. Right thigh over, right arm under. Inhale, arms overhead. The knee floats. Exhale, take it back into lunge. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, open warrior 2. Take a breath here. Notice how the knee is over the ankle. The back foot turns slightly in. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Moving in 2. Half moon. So you take your left hand, you bring it on the floor. Your left hand on the floor, your right hand to your hip. Inhale, look down. Exhale, float or jump or hop that back leg. Think about a 90-degree angle between your 2 thighs. The right hip is rolling open. Flex your right foot. Push it down through your left foot a lot. Lift up through the chest, lean back through the chest. 1 more breath. Bring your right hand to your hip, take a breath in, look down. Exhale, slowly float the right foot back. Inhale, reverse warrior, take it all the way back, push through the feet. Exhale, cartwheel, hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Breath in, rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way halfway. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees and step through into forward fold. From here, sink the hips down and come to a seat however you want to get there. Boop. Okay. Bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana, but rather than trying to get them really close to your groin, push the feet away. So there may be a foot away from the groin. We're going to do a sort of different variation here that my friend Akil taught me. If you're ever in Washington, D.C., I will tell you about the best yoga teacher I've ever seen. So yeah, when this all ends, go to D.C. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead, and exhale, interlace all 10 fingers and make yoga mudra like so. Interlace, release the pointer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward, and then take your hands over your feet like you're putting on a little sock. And then just allow the elbows to come wide, let the back to round. Bring your head onto a block that's on your feet, or maybe your head touches your feet. Whatever, a book works. And then start to breathe slowly and deeply. On your next inhale, slowly roll up the spine. And as you exhale, bring the legs out long. Take your right foot, bring it over the left leg. And rather than trying again to get your heel way up by your hip, which sometimes is the way to do it in like Ashtanga, let's say, I want you to bring, or I invite you to bring your foot down here, more towards your ankle. Okay, so the right foot is stepping over the left leg. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Okay, and then see how the right elbow can rest on top of the knee to the side. This hand, as best you can, rather than here, which causes us to round, see if you can really bring that hand almost to your sacrum. Maybe a block right here would be great. Take a breath in, push down through the hand, push down through your sit bones. Exhale, twist, navel, chest, shoulders. Then your head looks over. One more breath. Okay, release. We'll do the other side. The left foot steps over. It comes more towards the ankle. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Take a breath in, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, navel, chest, shoulders. One more breath. Inhale, arms overhead, the legs are long. Exhale, bring your arms out long and slowly roll down around the back 5, all the way down to your back 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set up for final resting pose. For some people, they prefer it on the side. We'll take about 3 minutes here. And sort of how I talked about the importance of up dog, Shavasana is the most important pose. So if there's really ever a pose to give it your all in practice, this is a great one at the end. Complete stillness, complete silence. I'll ring the singing bowl when we're complete. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, coming back into the body. Feeling the pressure of the floor against your back or your side. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, stretch out long, point the toes. As you exhale, bring the knees into the chest, roll to the side if you're not already there. Do not fear what appears to be a change or a loss. Embrace it as evidence that you are alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. Slowly roll up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Bring the palms together, heart center. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all beings everywhere be joyful, be safe, be free. And I bow to you.